Coaster enthusiasts from east to west, far to wide, I have some very important news to talk about that you will not care about in the slightest. Drum roll, please. I am going to the country of Canada. And while most normal people might go to Canada to sightsee, see what they have to offer, look at Niagara Falls on the better side, we're coaster enthusiasts. We're not normal, but we go to all their amusement parks. And there's this little park in Canada, you may have not heard about it, but it's called Canada's Wonderland, and they have 18 roller coasters. 18 different roller coasters is an absurd amount of roller coasters. Like, that's a lot. Now, one of the reasons why coaster enthusiasts go to this park is for their insane trio of B&M roller coasters. You have the Dive Machine Yukon Striker, the speed-inducing Hills of Leviathan, and the Camelbacks found on Behemoth. Now, I know all those roller coasters I mentioned are fantastic, but I'm here for a different reason. It's no secret that some of the rides at Canada's Wonderland aren't particularly that good. I mean, what I'm trying to say here is a lot of the rides that are at Canada's Wonderland, people strongly dislike them. I mean, Flight Deck right here is considered one of the worst roller coasters in the entire world. And it just so happens located 30 feet away from Flight Deck is another roller coaster that a lot of people consider to be one of the worst in the world. But what if I told you I'm actually excited to experience these attractions? My mission is to prove that you can actually have fun on these attractions even though they kinda suck. I want to prove that there is no such thing as a bad roller coaster. I know that's the dumbest thing I've probably ever said. All you have to do is put yourself in a state of mind, like, hey, I'm not riding Leviathan or Fury 325, I'm riding a rough roller coaster, but that's okay, we're just gonna make do with it and have the best time possible. Hey, I think it's gonna be doable though. Even though we might be riding a really rough wooden roller coaster, or a steel coaster with horrible transitions and bad restraints, as long as we're just making do what we have and just having a great time, I think it's doable, and there's no possible way we can have a bad time on these roller coasters. In less than 24 hours of this recording, I will be at Canada's Wonderland, proving that we can have a fantastic time on their bad roller coasters. And by the end of this, instead of us fearing Flight Deck will be fearing us. So 2 more of the stories here. Number 1, next time you're at an amusement park and you come across an SLC or a boomerang or whatever, and you don't want to ride it because it sucks, but you're doing it for the credit anyways, make sure just to have the best time possible and just make do what you have, because if you do, you're gonna have a great time. Second may or may not be watch the Canada's Wonderland vlog I'll post sometime next week. Thank you.